All right, guys, we got a very special guest. I'm sure you've seen him on the episodes before. My partner, Anon, the other owner of this kick-ass business, the guy that makes it happen in the back. He's the foreman. He's the man that makes the magic. I make the sales. I do the gram, but all those cars that come out of here, Anon's the guy behind all the magic, so we really appreciate him. He is the best. And we just wanted to share with you his kick-ass car. He's a Toyota enthusiast. He's the owner of a few Toyotas, but one that we wanted to share with you today is specifically his 1990 Toyota Soarer right-hand drive. So we're going to let Anon take it away and tell you a little about his car. And yeah, check it out. It's fucking sweet.
So where should we start?
Well,
When did you get this thing? I didn't even know you had this.
Okay, so what was it, like 4 years ago? When the gentleman showed up at the shop. Should I go?
Yeah.
Right? Harry, the alignment guy that we normally use, sent his brother down here with this car. He's like, Anon, I'm sending someone over to see, with a car so you can see it. So he shows up, and we're like, all like, as a Toyota guy, this is like seeing this here in America.
Yeah.
Right-hand drive is like, it's like so freaking cool.
Yeah, we never see it.
So, we had a chat about the car, looked at it, all of us like just stunned over this car. And he says to me, I said to him, his name is Jay. I said, Jay, if ever you're interested in getting rid of it, I'd like to have it. So, about a year and a half passed, or about a year, calls me up, he says, Anon, I want to get rid of it. I was like, all right, I'll take it. But before me saying, yeah, I'll take it, Mr. Brett says, Anon, we got to get this car. You got to have this car.
Yeah.
So he pushed
It's such an Anon car. It's like,
I loved it. So he's like, yo, you got to get this car. And we did. I stashed it here for about a couple of weeks, I think we had it here. And then I did the plates, started driving this thing, and the more I drove it, the more it was like freaking awesome.
Yeah.
It was so cool,
what other Toyotas do you have, Anon? Do you mind telling everybody on YouTube what you got going on?
Oh man, love Toyotas, bro. I gotta say, thanks to my dad, he was a real Toyota to me, God. So he was, he was like, he worked for Toyota back, when I was a kid. We all worked on Toyotas, my brother, myself, him. So it was so cool just driving around Toyotas and, Carinas, Cressidas, Coronas, Mark IIs, Toyota Celicas, forget it. It was unreal having them. So, having one of this is like, it's like,
Nostalgia.
So, it's kind of like when I drive it, honestly, I think about my dad so much because if he saw this car, he would be like, oh, this thing is crazy, So it was nice just getting this thing, man, just having it and driving it around. Took it to a couple of Toyota shows, Cars and Coffee.
Hell yeah.
So it was cool. I mean, people loved it. Just showing up. Oh my God, my son. Yeah, I took them for a drive. I took my friend and a couple of his buddies to a bowling alley. And when the kids got in, they were like 13, 14, so they're all into cars, that's our age, you're a car guy at that age. So they were having so much fun, just like, oh, look at the tack. Oh, so what is it, where does the boost kick in? Oh, it kicks in at 29 to 3,000. I was like, really?
You gotta wait for that goddamn. It was so good, and the compressor just.
No, I never seen it.
I never showed you this?
No.
It's my car.
Dude, this is awesome.
Exactly, wheels. I don't know where the hell you found it, bro.
Your son found it? What a good son you got. You got a beautiful
the body
family.
kit, the wheels, Brett. Look at it.
Dude, that's the same.
You know what this means, though? You got a drop sheet.
Oh, you see,
See, she's dropped. You got a drop sheet.
Yeah.
Oh, and look. He has wider lips.
Yeah.
He does. Look. See? Look. Yo, they're staggered too, bro.
Yeah.
Do you notice it?
Yeah.
The lip is wider in the back.
I didn't notice it. He's like, Daddy, look.
It's staggered.
What are you trying? What, the color? No. He's like, look, the wheels are wider.
He's right. You can actually, I don't know if you can get that on camera, but you can actually see the front has almost like a double lip.
Yeah.
I mean the rear, and the front has a single.
Oh shit.
Look, it even has the barking light.
Yeah.
Dude, this is a
That is
dead
really
ringer.
detailed.
The only
Dude,
thing,
and look at the windshield nozzles, the washer
Oh,
nozzles.
shit.
They're painted to match the same way.
no, the only thing, this has the
Sunroof.
sunroof and the color, the gold. Like
And
that,
the trimming.
that champagne on the
But
bottom.
you have the color. Oh, you just have a
Mine
little
is
lighter.
gray. No,
No, it's gray.
Mine's
Oh,
like
gray,
the
okay.
silver gray.
What a car, right?
Dude, this thing is so sick.
All right, where do we leave off?
Okay, so we were getting to the rest of Toyota,
This is great.
the other Toyotas.
Oh yeah.
So good.
Let the see the.
Yeah. So
Okay.
what are the Toyotas we got in the?
All right, so the other Toyota that I have is the usual family, soccer mom minivan, which I love driving around because hey, it's got all that space, carry all the crazy stuff inside, and then I have my wife's GS 350 all-wheel drive. So 07, she loves it. She doesn't want to get rid of it. I beg her to get something else. Nah, I want my Lexus. And then I have the 2011 ISF.
Ooh.
That just sits home and I don't get to drive it because I'm driving this baby. Miles are like super sweet low, maybe like 11,500, 11,600.
What?
She's beautiful. Also, awesome car to drive. Feels so good. Power is like on point. I think I need to drop it, but New York City roads are not that, sensitive to us on our road cars.
And you only put 11,000 miles on it. It don't sound like you
Well,
might as well.
iBox Springs.
It's on iBack, but I think only the fronts.
Really?
Yeah, I think. Why? Because of all the extra weight that was added in the front, in the rear for the system.
Because it sits nice in the back.
Yeah, it does. People go crazy for it when they see. They don't even think, oh, well, it's.
Bring it one day?
Yeah,
Soon?
yeah. We bring it.
You gotta do that one too.
I was gonna switch it up today, but I was like, no, I already said we're doing this today, so I was like, all right, that's it.
intro for you. And then
Yeah.
the ISF.
So yeah, the ISF, it's an awesome car also, which sometimes I think, oh, I should get rid of it and get the new LC, but I was like, nah, it's such a sweet car to have.
And then you said you don't have any plans of really doing anything to this, right?
I've taken it out a few times, and people ask me, okay, so what are you gonna do to it? I was like, nothing. And I think to myself, am I not doing the right thing as owning this thing and not doing much to it? But honestly, this thing drives really, really well.
You rode along there the other night. How was it?
So I had car trouble because I don't have a Toyota. So Anon drove me home in his Toyota. And I've been in it. I moved it for Anon in and out of the shop before, drove it a little bit, but I didn't really experience it on the highway. And it's awesome. It's super smooth. The transmission shifts really well. When he downshifts, there's no bang, it's smooth. The turbos hit. You don't really feel like the turbo boom. It's just like a linear, constant power. And dude, he floored it on a nice turn off the Meadowbrook yesterday, and what were we doing? 140 kilometers, 150 kilometers. We were, still pretty fast. 80,
85 or
90,
80s,
something like that,
yeah.
And this car just holding the road, dude. There's hardly any body roll. It has magnetic or a dampening, wow, is it magnetic? I don't know whatever the suspension is. It has electronic dampening.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has
I guess
electronic dampening for the shocks and everything, so you can actually turn it to soft or hard. So it's a really comfortable car. It feels super-ish, but it's
And
a
then
little
speaking
more
of that, what
luxurious,
did we just found out about this engine was actually
Yeah, so we looked up the motor, and we were trying to see how closely related it was to maybe the 2JZ or whatever it may be, and we found out that this motor actually is the first twin-turbo inline-six produced by Toyota in conjunction with Yamaha, which is actually pretty cool. So that's a cool claim to fame. So this is basically the grandfather to maybe all these 2Js and all these motors that are out that are really popular now. So you're looking at definitely a piece of Toyota history, and it's a perfect car for Anon. So when it came by and he was like, yo, should I get it? I was like, of course, you gotta get it. You know what I mean? It's that's you, dude. You have the minivan, you have the luxury sedan, you have the muscle car. Really, the ISF's a muscle car, 5.0 V8. And now you have the classic JDM. It's you can't go wrong.
Oh yeah. And then the wheels on this, I didn't realize these were factory either.
Yeah, factory. When I got it, I thought, maybe this gentleman probably had put these on. But as we looked into it more and more, even Brett, you know, we looked around and said, yo, these wheels would have came off the Toyota floor showroom as is.
So even this colorway that it's in,
EBS
this is actually the colorway it came from factory.
Yeah, it's like factory.
I mean, look at the little model car. It had it.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Even the model car has the same.
And the wheels are staggered, but
Yeah.
by like a half inch.
Yeah, it's very.
So it must be like, what are they, 17s or 16s or something?
17s.
Must be like 17.8 and like 17.8 and a half or something, because when he got the car, the rears were on the front. And we looked one day, I think we were cleaning the car or something, and we were like, yo, like the lips look a little different. And it's hard to tell, but if you do look, you can see the back wheel is staggered. You can see the face is a little more inset than the front. You see it? It's tough to catch maybe
Okay,
even
let
on
me see.
camera or even to the eye in
Yeah.
real life, but you know, you can actually catch that. And when he got the car, the wheels were reversed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you could see it actually. Dude. Oh, that looks so sick. Alright, so okay, so you did customize something here. We updated that.
Updated the head unit. You know, you need to get some better tunes in here at
Yeah.
some point. So I upgraded the speakers, put a little 5-channel amp in, did a Toyota head, Pioneer head unit that fits, customized the color to match the dash a little bit. You know, which was so cool too for me is that even the buttons, the AC buttons and stuff, they're all in like little Japanese language.
Oh,
so
shit.
which, you know, for me, I'm always trying to figure it out. Like, okay, so what's what here? You know,
That is so sick.
temperatures in degrees Celsius. There's no really way to switch it over, which is cool for me. I'm happy with it. I kind of
Yeah.
figured out where's my happy spot for it. You know, it comes with the normal stuff. You know, OEM fog lights, the Toyota Special, which is the overdrive on the shifter, the Econ power button on the side of it. So which is cool. You know, it has the like again, it's I guess maybe like a first gen type digital dash. So you know, you would get all the little functions there. It has the I think other Toyotas came with this function of the kind of holographic signal.
Oh, it's
turn
like 3D.
signals.
Oh, it's like
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
See
the
that?
dash is like
So
inside.
it sits, you know, holographically on the cluster itself. So which was cool when I first saw it.
Yeah.
You know, it has a little indicator here for when the turbo, I guess the turbo spools at about 2900. When you're driving, it would normally illuminate and let you know that the turbo is kicking in. You know, it's a 30-year-old vehicle, which I try to treat like it's you know, it's a 2021 now, but it is what it
Your
is.
interior
at
looks
this
better
point.
than mine, and my car's 2013.
You know what I'm saying? It's you know,
This
I've
is
seen
clean.
some I've seen some cars where, you know, pretty decent new cars where they're all busted up. You know, they're all like cracked up and stuff, but you know, I guess with the weather and stuff that we have, it eventually will get, you know, destroyed at some point. But like I say, it's a, you know, there's like so many, to me it's like so many cool features. The door, the way it works, the switches, the mirrors are again, maybe like 30 years ago to have a car that does this.
Dude, my car doesn't even do that. What the fuck?
I probably had this car for about a good 6 months, and I never knew it did this. And one day I was like, retract. I'm like, whoa! It blew me away.
What the fuck?
You know, for a 30-year-old car, having retractable mirrors, a digital type dashboard on there, the power that I usually feel, you know, when I get on it, it's really awesome. Really, really awesome. Or even some of the newer Toyotas I've seen where the liner starts like letting go and sag. This thing is like in perfect condition still. The back seat's like no one ever sat in it. You know, it's so mint.
Holy shit.
You know? So it's pretty cool. You know, the little bit of, you know, aesthetic stuff that I did, which was just really the head unit, the button, the wheel that's not here, the Super Mark IV seat, which is this one. These are the original. This would be
these are Mark IV seats.
these are no. This one's a Mark IV.
Oh, that's the Mark IV.
That's the Mark IV. This is the original Soarer seat,
Gotcha.
which is cool. I think they're like Mark III Supra style seats, which is
Okay.
probably the same thing. Which is probably the same thing. And I'm searching. I'm trying to get another one that would match to replace it here. But once I do that, I'll have to either redo both so they look pretty good. I actually did have one of the upholsterers that do work for us. I had him redone this for me, which I kind of like the color on this and the way he did the stitching and all that. So I'll probably, if I do find something, I'll have him just, redo it for me and see what it feels like, if it feels really good or, stuff like that. What's something cool that I did also on this car is that I actually took Mach 3 Supra rotors and I put it on.
And they just directly went on?
They fit right on, but I actually it's a Mach 3 Supra caliper, but the caliper bracket is what's actually different from this car to the Mach 3 Soarer. Mach 3 Supra.
Gotcha.
So I had to get a Mach 3 Supra caliper bracket to put it onto this car. But now these rotors are slightly bigger than the ones that came on this car, which was good. So I did that. I put in some new calipers and Akibono brake pads.
Yep.
So it works really, really nice now compared to where it was. The ones that I had on, which I never drive this car that much. They got old and they started like the pistons and stuff was sticking. And one day I decided to go hang out, and I got up to the end of my block. I was like, nah, something's wrong. I just spun it back home, bring it back, parked it up, and I took the ISF out, which gave me a chance to go have some fun with that one.
Man, you got so many nice whips out here.
Once I get the Datsun done,
Oh, definitely got to get that.
we'll do something with that also.
Definitely.
But for the time being, this is what I hate daily in it. But it drives really, really well.
That's what I'm hearing.
As a daily, it's a great car to be. I don't want to continue driving it every day, but I'll probably bring the ISF out pretty soon, and we could probably do something with that.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We'll have some fun with that. But it's cool. It's an awesome car to just cruise around in. I'm constantly having people asking me, even saying to me, wow, what a beautiful car. It's such a cool car. Wow, what is it? Where did it come from? I took it for a wash today. And the guy at the car wash, I just for kicks, I let him I just handed him the keys and he went out there, opens up the door, he's like,
Steering wheel's on the other side.
yeah. Then he came back out, he looked at me, he's like, I said, yeah, it's on the other side, I forgot. Just for the hell of it,
dude, that's great.
So I have fun with it,
Holy shit.
whether if I'm driving it or just.
Oh, have you ever taken this thing
Going
to a
someplace.
drive-through though?
Oh, it sucked. Well, luckily my son was with me when we
Oh, okay.
my son was with me when we most of the time it's him and I that go hang out with it. So he's there and he
Oh, okay.
he gets the drive-through.
The girl at the drive-through counter is probably mad confused.
What's going on?
Why is the steering wheel? What?
Why is this young kid driving this car? Yeah, it's constantly happening. Like even when I drop my daughter to school, I have people they're looking at her like if
Like she's driving it?
she's so young to be driving. It was to me it's one of those buys that you would make and not even think about it. It's like nah,
money's
I
no
don't
object
care.
at that point.
I didn't care what it was. Yeah. Even like the vents, they're so cool, like really old school type.
Dude, this is some 90s shit and I love it. That is so sick.
It has HKS exhaust on that.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Wait, it came with that?
Or at some point somebody swapped it out, I guess. Because I don't know if other dealer would come with HKS.
Yeah, that'd be
I was about to do an HKS exhaust on there, so I put it up on the lift to see what condition the one that was in there, what it looked like.
Yeah.
To know that once it was up in the air, I saw, wow, this thing has HKS from the front down to the back, which was awesome. Because I was just about to spend this money
Yeah, it's
on
already
an
done.
HKS system, and it's already on there.
Holy shit.
This shit rides like it's not soft, like there's no handling. It handles great.
It just
but
feels comfortable as
It
hell.
absorbs like it's stock. It's a real Japanese car. It's not a car they made in Japan for Americans.
Right.
It's a Japanese car. It has a better build quality than like a Camry would or anything like that. It's just if you want to like really see like early 90s, late 80s Japanese ingenuity, like this is the car to look out for.
There's a Lotus here, but I really don't care. Like this right here, this is the move.